Today, 26th April, a very important conference took place here in the Peace Palace in The Hague. It was about peace and security in the Great Lakes region. And it was about, as I said, Rwanda, Burundi, and the DRC. I managed to speak to one of the Rwandese who were attending this conference, Mr. Charles Ndereyehe, who was very active in the Rassemblement pour le retour et la démocratie au Rwanda, an opposition movement. Mr. Charles Ndereyehe, are you still active within that movement?
Yes, indeed. I am still active with RDR, but within FDU, UDF, Force Démocratique Unie, because we made a coalition with other organizations. We decided to fight for the freedom for Rwanda and the rights for Rwanda people. Until then, I still fighting until they get their rights.
And you were accused by the current Kigali government, led by President Kagame, of being somehow in league with the FDLR, the Force pour la démocratie et la libération du Rwanda, if I say it correctly. Are you connected to that armed movement?
FDLR is another organization. It's neither within FDU. So we have the connection because we are fighting for the same objectives, but we don't have a strength collaboration.
You were on a list that the government of Rwanda sent to the Netherlands for the arrests of people who were on that list. Were you somehow worried by this list?
I even written to Rwanda's government through Sebasoni, who's the advisor for the president, telling them I have been surprised to see me on the list, saying that they don't know where I was. And I told him that in the past I've got a lot of interviews and discussion with the RPF leaders, and I am not worried because I know that if you are against RPF, if you are against the ideology of RPF, if you are fighting for the Rwandese rights, then you have the risk to be put on the list.
So you inferred that you were in talks with some RPF officials. Do you mean that you managed to talk to them? Is it on a personal level or just within your organization that you spoke to the RPF leaders?
No, we have got a discussion through the radio with Tito Taremara on BBC, and he know very well where I am. Even Sebason, I met him in Lille and we have discussed. And the RPF government has sent me an invitation to go to a national reconciliation meeting. I refused because I said that my security was not guaranteed, and they sent Ruchagu to treat me to go back. I said no way if there is no freedom in Rwanda. So I am surprised that just 2 years after I have refused, they put me on the list.
I'm curious to come back to the FDLR. I'm curious to know what your opinion is as to the struggle, the armed struggle that the FDLR are conducting in the DRC. Do you think they are actually fighting on the right, on the right way? They should be taking arms, attacking Rwanda, taking power, or what do you suggest actually? What are your views regarding the FDLR?
It's a difficult question. You see that RPF has created previous history. They was refugees, they have taken armies against Rwanda. And I am not surprised that FDLR is taking arms against Rwanda.
So you are somehow sympathetic to the FDLR then?
No, I understand them, even if I don't agree totally with their method, but I understand what they are doing, and they have. Perhaps everybody, if RPF doesn't want to understand the dialogue and the discussion, perhaps everybody will take arm then.
Can I then, if I understand you well, say you are fighting for the same objective but with different methods?
Exactly.
Thank you very much again, and I wish you a fine trip back to your city. Thank you.